Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another episode of ASKgufish. My face feels a lot better than the last time we did this, so I'm back in front of the camera. Let's just jump straight into your questions. Hey, what's the Harley Benton in the background with what looks to be Fishman-fluenced pickups? That is a prototype for a collaborative project that I'm working on with Toman. It's like the first guitar we're designing together. I showed off some teaser shots in my room tour / guitar collection video. The original idea was to have Fishman-fluenced pickups in there. However, I think the beauty of Harley Benton is that they're great guitars that play well and sound good right out of the box at basically almost impulse level price points. They're usable right out of the box, but because they're so inexpensive and can have ridiculous build specs like a baked flame maple neck, ebony board, and stainless steel frets, for example, they're amazing for mod projects. So I'm doing other stuff with Fishman that you might find out about soon, or not. But for this one, I wanted the project to stay in the spirit of the Harley Benton brand. So no Fishman for the final version and just make it too expensive, but it's no secret. I've said it in basically all of the Harley Benton reviews I've done in the past. I'm not huge into the standard Roswell Alnico 5 humbuckers. So we're actually working on a custom voice set that I'm super excited about and I think you guys are gonna absolutely love. Now the question I have for you is that I have to decide on a final color, like pretty much today or like by the end of the weekend. Originally I had envisioned dark purple, but the factory made an interesting accidental pink-ish, and I kind of like it better than the dark purple. I don't know, I hesitate to call it pink because it's not at all like the Hello Kitty or the High Integrity Strat. I mean, it's tough, they're very similar and they both look dope, but we can only do one for the final production run. Of course, the grain is always going to be random and unique, which gives each unit its own individual personality, so let's take that out of account. Which color do you prefer, the pink or the purple? Help me out, pull on the top right. Oh, and speaking of new Harley Bentons, hypothetically, if we had started designing some TE Fusions, what finishes would you guys like to see? Teasers are fun. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the new Solar G models? Glad to see your faces okay. I appreciate it, dude. And take it from me, don't burn in the dark. It can get expensive. I also appreciate everyone who absolutely blew up my phone when these are officially unveiled on Instagram. There were a lot of you. So the Solar Single Cut series finally has a name. The Solar G models. Not the most exciting name, but that's okay because there are now 8 single cuts in the Solar lineup. If somehow you've never heard of Solar, it's Ola England's brand of guitars. And also, welcome to the internet. All right, let's talk about them. Let's start with the common features so I don't have to go over every single one individually and end up repeating myself a bunch of times. They all have Solar branded hardware, ebony fingerboards with 14-inch radii with one exception, 24 super jumbo frets, and Duncan Solar pickups. I'm still not too clear what this means. They're Duncan, not Seymour Duncan, maybe designed by Seymour Duncan, but made in Asia instead of the USA. That's something I'll ask about. They've all got a 24 3/4-inch scale length, the exception being the one 7-string with a 25.5-inch scale length. So they're the two models that we saw at NAMM, the 799 G 2.6 Trans Blood Red Matte, and the GC 1.6 Ola Limited, which he's been teasing us with for way too long. The latter has some awesome features. Evertune stainless steel frets, it's limited to only 20 pieces worldwide, and it's gone. Sadness. So we're not gonna talk about that anymore. Going back to the 2.6 TBR, this might be my personal favorite from the new models. It looks so good. It's got a swamp ash body with a carved top, a maple neck, and even the Solar inlay on the 12th fret is red. It just looks phenomenal. Then there's the G 2.6C, which is the only other carved top still available. The price, $666 because metal. It has a mahogany body, a mahogany neck, and comes in a carbon matte finish. Moving on to the GF models, which have flat tops. Let's start at the most affordable GF 2.6C. This also has a mahogany body, a mahogany neck, and a carbon matte finish. I mean, it's basically the exact same guitar except no carved top, and with a price tag of just $599. There's also the GF 2.6W, which is identical apart from the white matte finish, for $649. There's the GF 2.6 BOP that has a swamp ash body, a satin open pore finish, and a mahogany neck. And the last 6-string is the GF 1.6 FRC. Flat top alder body, maple neck, glow-in-the-dark side dots, stainless steel frets, and a Floyd Rose 1000 tremolo. Finally, one of the coolest models in the new series is the 7-string in Flame Blackburst Matte. This has a 5-piece maple Jatoba neck that runs right through the mahogany body, stainless steel frets, glow-in-the-dark side dots, and most importantly, an Evertune bridge. Now you'll hear me talk about this in an upcoming review of the LTD Sir Headley, but extended range is where the Evertune really shines. Like, the Evertune has made my Hello Kitty Strat my most reliable studio guitar. Every time I pick it up, it's in perfect tune with perfect intonation, and I mean every single time. So that's cool. And then on top of that, the Evertune fixes things that I thought were just innate to the extended range experience, like pitch drift, for example. That's gone. No excessive buzzing, that's gone too. Perfect intonation on the lower strings, perfect string tension. It feels like playing a regular 6-string, if that makes sense. Like with a lot of 7 strings, they're almost like different instruments to me. So basically, I guess my point here is I'm stoked that the 7-string comes with an Evertune. Now, to be honest, I still don't know about that body shape. I like how it's not just another Les Paul or Eclipse clone. It's got its own thing going on. I don't know if I like the giant arm bulge, and I'm generally wary of quote-unquote metal takes on the classic shapes. But this definitely fits with the Solar brand, and the overall outline has kind of grown on me since the first time I saw it. So obviously, being that the Solar G is a single cut, I really want to make a video on one. The question is, which? Personally, the blood red trans matte one looks fantastic. The 7-string, because of that Evertune, has me incredibly interested. And of course, the G 2.6C, because, come on, it costs $666. Need I say more? So which one or ones do you want to see on the channel? Poll in the top right. Now I want to take a quick second before we get to the next question and talk about hope for the day. You may have noticed this shirt that I'm wearing that sports their motto, "It's okay not to be okay." May is actually Mental Health Awareness Month, and they are an organization dedicated to suicide prevention and mental health education through art and music. Especially in this era of social media, suicide is the 10th leading cause of death overall in the US and the 2nd leading cause of death for young people under the age of 35. It's a real problem. So my friend Chef Brian Tao, who you may recognize from Taste of Metal and Metal Injection, where he's cooked with guys like Matt Hafey, Bill Kelleher, and Zach Wilde, he's building a special, one-of-a-kind hand-painted "It's Okay Not to Be Okay" custom guitar. He's vlogging the entire build process on Instagram if you want to check that out. And he's hosting a raffle for you to potentially win this thing. That's not the only prize though. There's a DiMarzio Deactivator pickup set, a JHS pedal package, and a Chapman ML1 Modern also up for grabs. Every single cent goes to Hope for the Day, so I'll leave a link below to the page, and I highly encourage you to check it out. Not only can you win some really cool stuff, but it's also for a really good cause. Oh yeah, and it's open worldwide, so no matter where you are in the world, you can participate. Link is down below. Have you seen the new Fender Alternate Reality 66? First off, that's such a great profile picture. So actually, I had not seen it until you mentioned it, but now I have, and wow, Fender's kind of killing it with the Alternate Reality series. We've talked before about the dual humbucker Meteora and the roasted neck Powercaster, both of which are super cool, and Fender's newest reveal is the 66. Now, from a quick glance, it may just look like a regular HSS Strat, but look again. Yeah, that's a downsized jazz bass body. Like, what? I don't know who thought of that. It's super weird, and I think also super cool. So the body is made of ash, and then it's got a bolt-on maple neck and a maple fingerboard. At launch, it comes in natural, 3-color sunburst, and my personal favorite, Daphne blue. I don't know what it is about Fenders, but they look fucking cool in pastel colors. And I guess that's kind of the overall theme of this guitar. It looks fucking cool. I mean, especially with the giant oversized headstock. I love those. And then another cool aesthetic thing is that it's even got the jazz bass pickguard to match the body, including the mirror under the tone and volume pots. Not too sure about that pickup selector placement though. It looks kind of tacked on as like kind of an afterthought. It's very out of place, and I think it could have been better integrated with the jazz pickguard. Then it's got old school hardware with both a vintage style synchronized tremolo and tuning machines. Now the pickup combo is pretty crazy too. The bridge is a fairly standard Alnico 2 player humbucker, but then the middle and the neck are Alnico 5 powered Tele singles. Is that insane or what? 2 Tele pickups. Like, the more I learn about this guitar, the more I love it. But what do you think? Are you as enthusiastic about the 66 as I am? I mean, I can't be the only one that thinks this thing is one of the coolest Fenders ever. And even if you don't, do you still want to see a demo of one? Poll in the top right. Beer, wine, or liquor? Favorite drink? Almost always beer, but watching this last Game of Thrones season, and we drink every time Bran is weird / creepy / useless, it doesn't feel right with anything else but red wine. Favorite drink? I'm not picky, maybe Sweetwater Blue. Before we get into the last question, I have to give a shout out to Lance Hicks and the rest of the kick-ass patrons for making this and all the other content possible. I cannot tell you how much your support means. Like, really, thank you. If you like what I do, want to join, you can get bonus perks as well. Link is in the cards. Okay, last question. Any chance you'll be producing an album / EP in the foreseeable future? You know what? Maybe. Because I don't have enough on my plate already. No, but I love songwriting. Like the guitarists that inspire me the most, James Hetfield, Mark Tremonti, they're both great guitar players, but they're songwriters first. And I miss writing full songs. Just the other day, I was actually talking to Reese about maybe putting out an EP. I know some of you are familiar with her, some not. We were in a band and wrote a few songs together. God, like 5 years ago now. Fuck, does time fly. And I've used a couple of them for demo tracks.
Hearts of mountain strong. It's
I think it would be fun to flesh out some of the demo ideas into full songs. I'm just not sure I have the time to dedicate to an album. So let me know if you actually want to see one, and then, yeah, maybe Poland's up right. And that's it for this episode of AskGufish. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, leave your thoughts and questions down below, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Social media and merch links to support the channel are down below. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.